Hi, my name is Thomas, and in this video I'll talk about how to create a seminar or an info product fast so that you can drink coconut on a beach in Thailand. So, what I do is I teach people how to read books fast, how to read, remember, understand the information instead of taking 8 hours on one book. How to do it in perhaps 1 hour or 2 hours in one book, put it all in a nice neat mind map so that whenever you're creating an info product, writing a blog post or doing a seminar, you can do it rapidly and you don't have to take months to create a product. So I work mostly with seminar workshop leaders, bloggers, and I help them create a product out of nothing, create a product fast. Simply by taking the knowledge, the information that is already there, combining that with your own expertise, knowledge, and understanding that you have from your experiences and previous books and mentors, and putting it into one piece of a product. For example, one of the guys I'm working with, he teaches men dating advice. Now he's going to teach women dating advice. So what we did is, after I coached him for a couple weeks, now he's going to read in 2 or 3 days, 12 books on dating for women. And how it works is basically by reading each book. He's not necessarily looking at those books as sources of information, but more as a stimulus for ideas. So imagine if you're scrolling down on Facebook and you see something interesting, you may click on it. Otherwise, you just skip through it. That's how you do with books. That's how you read books. And you may think that you're going to miss a bunch of things, that you're going to miss out on something very important. But for some reason, you don't think that when you're scrolling down on Facebook, right? So if you treat books as just a stimulus for ideas, as something that can give you certain insights, then help you with taking certain actions and actually producing a transformation, whether it be in you or in your life, in your lifestyle. So how do you do that? Well, if you want to create a product fast, if you want to create a seminar fast, the number one way to do that is to simply grab a book and grab a piece of paper. And if you're not familiar with mind mapping, it's one of the most effective ways to take notes, to create blueprints, whether it be brainstorming or whether it be when you're in a seminar or reading a book. It's the most effective way of note-taking. One of the reasons why is because, basically, to talk about this microcosm, macrocosm idea, our minds, the networks of neurons in our minds, look exactly like a mind map. So here is the main idea. If you're doing a mind map on a piece of paper, this would be the main idea or the name of the book. Around it would be some other core ideas, some other core aspects, and it would just develop like a tree. So this structure is a tree-like structure, and that helps us remember it way better. If we add colors, if we add nice structure and correlation, where you can see how it's all connected, it's one of the best ways to take notes. So what I told him to do, and what I recommend that you try to do, is when you're reading, grab 10, 20 books on an area that you want to work more on the area that you just want to perhaps get some ideas on. Because if you're doing a seminar or creating a product on something, you already probably have a good knowledge, a good set of experience to go with it. So what you're simply doing is looking at certain ways how to transmit that better. Looking at certain ways to put the ideas into blueprints, to put the ideas into a structure. Because for humans to understand something, a clear structure is very, very helpful. If you're simply going to present something very all over the place, then it's most likely not going to be easy to remember. So the structure that we use to take the books down is why, what, how, what if. These 4 steps, 4 branches that we want to get out of all of the books. And what does that mean? Well, the first one, why, is why should you read the book? Or the person who comes to your seminar or watches your product is why you should listen, why they should listen to you talk for the next minutes or hours or days. And in the book, in most of the books, there's going to be a certain motivation as to why you should learn it. If you're reading a book on sales and it says, okay, so the new ways of sales are different from the old ones. The old ones, we have outlived them. And now there's new ways we can look at sales, new ideas that I will present here. And you should know them, because if you actually apply them, you will stand out of all the salespeople. You will make a good living doing sales, doing what you love, and you will be happy doing it, let's just say. So this is the why. And why can be toward why, as to why you should do it and what you will get if you do it. And also it can be a negative why, as to if you don't do it, this will happen. Bad things will happen if you don't do it. So this is the why. Then the what is the aspect of concepts. So if we're doing the mind map, this is the name of the book, let's just say. This is the why and some concepts around the why. Next one would be what. So the what is what are the concepts that are in this book, or what are the concepts that you will talk about in the product. So let's just say I'm making a product here. I could say, okay, so these are the main reasons why you should listen to this, what you will learn. This is the problems that I will solve here. In the what, I will say, and what I will be talking about here is how to create a seminar fast. And this is the concept about speed reading, about information handling. These are the what's here. Now, the third one is the how-tos, the processes. So this is what you're doing basically throughout all of the seminar. And the how-tos would be more like different concepts explained as to how they work. And how, for example, if I'm making a video here about how to be confident, then I would perhaps motivate you, saying that if you will be confident, you will attract the people you want to be with. What is confidence? I can explain that. The how-tos of confidence, I can give you a couple NLP or pop psychology techniques that you can take and apply. And these are the how-tos. And finally, the what-ifs is simply exercises or action steps that you want them to take, whether it be during the listening to you, watching you part, during the process of them engaging in the video product or the seminar, or it can simply be what you want them to do after that. So if you put all these 4 things down on the mind map, you will very clearly see how you can make a structure out of it. And if you do that with 10, 20 even books, imagine how many ideas you will have and what kind of a clear blueprint you will have for your seminar.